Hello, dear class. So glad to see you. How are you?
Fine.
Carlos, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah. Who else joined to us? I think somebody have a okay. Who is using phone? ¿Quién es ese? Hola. ¿Escuchas? Okay, bien. Here is my rule, class rules. Let's we read them out loud. Carlos, read the rules, please.
Okay, first, all students must be on time. Do not come to class late. 2, all students must answer one by one. Do not interrupt each other. 3, raise your hand when answering a question and wait for the teachers to call on you.
Okay, good. Here is the Spanish rule. Todos los estudiantes llegan a tiempo porque tienen tiempo límite para hacer videos y conferencias y todos los estudiantes necesitan disciplina, para eso lleva su mano y responda usando disciplina. Let's review the previous lesson material. How to use the past perfect in English. Okay, Teresa, ¿nos escuchas? Creo que esta es Teresa. Teresa, no creo. Okay, let's redo this part. Okay, let's do this exercise, please. Okay, put the past perfect. Susanna, do you know how to use the past perfect?
She has lived in Sweden before she went to Norway.
She lives in Sweden. She has been in Norway a long time ago, but she has been in Sweden longer time ago. It's the most oldest time tense, the past perfect. Yes, she had left.
Has.
Yep, had
She has
left.
lived.
Left. Live, left.
Why left if the verb is live? I think that it should be she has lived.
Live, left. It's an irregular verb. Okay, Carlos, número 2.
Yes, but it isn't live de dejar, es live de vivir.
Ah, viví. Ah, entienda. Left, live.
Y el pasado de live es lived. El
Lived,
pasado
sí,
de live
left,
de dejar es left.
left, sí,
Son
verdad.
verbos.
Sí, dos verbos, ella es muy confundida en pasado. Vivir es lived, es verdad, pero left es terminar, llegar, va a otro llegar. Sí. Ok, número 2, Carlos.
After we had eaten the cornflakes.
Eaten.
And we came in.
We had eaten. Ok, número 3, Susana.
Wait. Before Ken ran to Carrie house, he had found him.
Before Karen ran to Karen, whom he had found. It's regular verb. Ok, número 4.
After they had packed their rucksacks,
After they had,
they rode away in their bikes.
after they had,
They rode away in their bikes.
after that,
Letter A.
packed, yes. Número 5, Susana.
Jerry helped his grandma in the house because his father had told him so.
Had told. Número 6.
They got hit under the chair because the children had been so loud.
Had been. Número 7, Susana.
Before the students started to write, the teacher had collected their mobile phones.
Had collected. Okay, hello. Hello, Claudia.
Hola, hello.
Bienvenidas a mi clase. Ahora nosotros vemos el primer tema, cómo usar pasado simple, how to use past perfect, pasado perfecto. Puedes hacer número 8.
¿Yo? ¿Ay?
Sí, yes, you can. Can you do, using the example what Carlos have done? Do the number 8.
Yeah. After Max his breakfast, he left with them. Pero no entiendo cómo es el ejercicio.
Okay, what become earlier? Max eaten breakfast or he left the flat? I think he eat breakfast earlier that he left the flat. That's why it will be, look at the number 7.
Ay,
What
Dios.
it will be?
Me sentí perdida.
¿Qué te
Un
piensas?
momento. Déjame, yo reviso las otras como son. Si quieres, ve continuando mientras yo voy tratando de ubicarme, ¿sí? Para no dejar a las otras personas esperando.
Okay. Okay. ¿Cuál
¿Qué?
cosa pasa? ¿Cuál cosa pasa? After Max, what he have done? His breakfast.
Bueno,
¿Qué tú piensas?
mamá, no dejes cadena.
After Max had finished his breakfast, he left the flat.
Yes, thank you for helping to Claudia. Thank you. Had finished. Max terminó su desayuno más temprano que él fue de su apartamento. He finished earlier than he left from the house. That's why we say had finished. ¿Entiendes ahora?
Ya.
Okay, haga número 9.
Write the verb in past participle. You need to add
Finished.
eating.
Read from the beginning, the sentence. Ok, Carlos, explica a Claudia cómo hacer este tiempo de gramática en español. Ella puede aprender más.
Si te das cuenta, ves el verbo en presente simple del lado del derecho de la oración. ¿Lo puedes ver? En este caso es break, to break. Necesitas convertir ese verbo a pasado simple.
O ella fue.
No, a participio.
Sí, ok, Susana haga otra, porque ella fue, no sé por qué.
Sí.
Laura repaired her glasses because her brother had broken them.
Good.
What?
Broken. Broken, ok. Número 10.
By the time the show began, all friends had arrived.
Third.
Had arrived.
Or
By the time the show began, all friends had arrived.
broken. Ok, ok, escríbeme por mensaje. Porque, ¿qué pasó con Clau? Ah, no, es ella. Ok. Broken, ok, check.
Yeah.
¿Viste? Le he dicho,
Lived.
Lift, ok, sí, como te... Okay, let's see the other topic. Today we will learn how to use the passive voice in English. I also learning it in advanced grammar class for TESOL 4 class, but we are learning some what is a patient, what is a doer, what is the experience of the action. I'm learning more deeper this tense, this sort of grammar. I learn more deeper because I'm learning advanced grammar now. Yo estudio advanced de gramática y cómo usar más, cómo sentir este tema. Pero ahora yo quiero explicar cómo usar este tema solamente. ¿Qué es este passive voice in English? For instance, mother is dressing her son. Mother is doing the action. Mamá haga esta cosa para su hijo. But if you say the son is dressed by his mother, the mother is doing this, but the son is the subject of the sentence. That's why we say the son is dressed by his mother. It's this sort. It's like somebody else is doing action for the subject. Otra persona haga la cosa para su hijo. ¿Conoces este tema? Passive voice. Susana.
What was the answer? The
Passive
question?
voice. Do you know passive?
No, I don't know it.
It's like that.
I remember that I read about it on a English grammar book, but I haven't studied.
But you don't understand how it works. It's like I'm reading a book. I'm a subject and reading is object and a book is the action. I'm reading a book, something what you are doing. But if you say the book is read by me, I'm doing the action, but the book is subject. If you're doing the action for the subject, you haga la cosa para sujeto de la oración. ¿Entiendes cómo usarla?
Yes, I understood.
Okay, vamos a ver el video. Let's watch the video and improve our listening skill and deeper understand our topic. I'm learning it. What is a doer? The doer of the action is mother, and the patient is the son because mother is dressing him. He's a patient because he's behaving as a patient at the hospital because he needs to be dressed by the mother, and dressing is experience because it's the action what she's doing. It's what I'm learning now. And I decided to introduce this topic to you as well because it's very familiar for me. Okay.
Active and passive voice.
Can you hear it?
Yes. Can.
In active voice, the subject is doing the action while the object is the one receiving the action. Passive voice is not wrong, but active voice is considered to be the normal form of sentence. Most of the sentences that we make use this. And it is also simpler compared to passive voice. Active voice follows the pattern, subject or the doer of the action, plus the verb, plus the object which is also the receiver. Example: Harry ate a sandwich this morning. The subject here is Harry. Our verb is ate. Our object is sandwich. In this sentence, the subject Harry is the doer of the action, while the object sandwich receives the action. Another example: Lillian washes the dishes after dinner. The subject here.
Okay, Lila is washing dishes after dinner. Its subject is Lila and Lila is working washing. But in the passive voice,
Of course, Lillian. The verb is washes. And our object is the dishes. The subject Lillian is the one doing the action washes, while the object dishes receives the action, or the receiver of the sentence. Some more examples. My kids love vegetable salad. I turned off the television. I like that dress. All of these sentences are in active voice. The subjects my kids and I are the doers of the actions love, turned off, and like, while the objects vegetable salad, television, and dress are the receivers. Next is the passive voice. In active voice, if you can still remember, the subject is doing the action while the object is receiving. However, in passive voice, the subject is the receiver.
subject is doing and object is receiving. It's what I was saying. Subiecto haga la cosa, el objeto reciba la cosa. En passive voice, esta cosa pasa. No creo que español tiene esta estructura de gramática, para esto necesita explicar todo en...
Sí, de hecho existe, pero es una cuestión más de estilo o literario, no lo usamos siempre.
Sí, en inglés también lo usan siempre, es mejor hacer en activo o hacer en otra, pero ellos dan cómo explicar este tema en mi tesis gramática para TESOL. Para eso deseo explicar esta a ustedes también.
Of the action. And the doer is now found at the end of the sentence, which in active voice you can see at the start. Passive voice follows the pattern subject, which is also the receiver, plus be, plus the past participle, plus by, plus the doer of the action. Example: Mandy gave me this book. This sentence is in active voice. Mandy is our subject, which is also the doer of the action. Is our verb. And book is our receiver. If we will change this into passive voice, it will now become this book was given by Mandy. In this sentence, the book is the receiver of the action given, but at the same time, it is also the subject. Mandy, who is the doer of the action, is now found at the end of the sentence. Another one: the principal suspended my friends. This is also in active voice. If we will change this into passive voice, it becomes my friends were suspended by the principal. The subject, my friends, is the receiver of the action, while the principal is the doer of the action, suspended. Some more examples. My sister borrowed my car. If it will be in passive form, it becomes my car was borrowed by my sister. That kid stole.
Okay, look at this example, because in the exercise we will do similar. The exercise will give you a sentence, and you need to recognize, is it passive or active voice? Look at the example closely, please.
Mrs. Luther's wallet. Mrs. Luther's wallet was stolen by that kid. For our exercise, identify if the sentence is active or passive. If it is in active form, change it into passive. If it is in passive, make it active. The first one, my dog ate the bones.
Okay, make it passive. My dog eats the bones.
The bones were eaten by my dog.
I think the bones is eaten because it's now, yes. The bones are eaten by dogs. Yeah, but not was.
This sentence is in what voice? Answer: active voice. Since it is in active voice, change it into passive. The answer is, the bones were eaten by my dog.
Was, yes, it's both form correct.
We now have first the subject, which is also the receiver of the action, plus the verb eaten, plus the doer, my dog. The second one, my best friend was tricked by a vendor.
Okay, my best friend was tricked by a vendor. Carlos, what voice is this, active or passive?
This is passive voice.
Yes, make it active.
Okay. And the vendor tricked my best friend.
A vendor tricked is in the past tense, correct?
This sentence is in passive voice. Change it into active. The answer is, a vendor tricked my best friend.
Okay, you will.
We have first the doer of the action, plus the verb, plus the receiver, my best friend. The third one, the doctor operated the patient for 12 hours.
The doctor operated the patient for 12 hours. Susanna, is it passive or active?
It's active.
Okay, make it passive then.
Passive form would be the patient was operated by the doctor for 12 hours.
Yes, it was in the past, yes.
This sentence is in what voice? The answer is in active voice. Change it into passive. The answer is, the patient was operated by the doctor for 12 hours. Now we have the patient for our receiver, operated for our verb, and the doctor for our doer. The fourth one, Mr. Reynolds will check our papers tomorrow.
Okay, whose turn? I think Carlos. What voice is this?
This is active voice. This is active voice.
Yeah, change it to passive then.
Our papers will be checked by Mr. Reynolds tomorrow.
Okay, yes, correct. Okay, the next.
This sentence is inactive voice. Change it into passive. The answer is, our papers will be checked by Mr. Reynolds tomorrow. This time we have our papers for the receiver, will be checked for our verb, and Mr. Reynolds for the doer. The last one, the books in your room were arranged by Mom.
Okay, whose turn? Who was? Okay. Active. Is it active or passive, Sana?
Passive.
Okay, make it active.
Mom arranged the books in your room.
Okay, let's see.
This sentence is in what voice? The answer is in passive voice. Change it into active. The answer is, Mom arranged the books in your room. The subject Mom is the doer of the action, plus the verb arranged, plus the receiver of the action books. Did you get them right?
Yeah, my favorite question. I think I get it right. Okay, now let's do the exercise and practicing our topic for today. We will do it in the two forms. Okay, let's do more 25 for pass. Start a test. Okay, here what we need to do. Make a sentence using this words. Make the phrase using the.
I watch films.
No, it should be passive voice. The films.
Passive. Passive. The films were watched by me.
Films.
Or the films were watched.
Okay, the films were watched. Because the film of watched is.
No. I'm sorry. It's present. The films. I don't know how to say it in simple present.
The films are
watched.
Are watched. Yes. Are watched. Okay, Carlos, the next sentence, please.
Song. The songs are song?
No. It's passive voice should be.
The songs are sung.
The songs are
Sung.
then.
It is past.
S-U-N-G.
Look, it's past.
You.
Sing. Sang.
You. You.
Sang. Yes. Next, Susanna, do you need?
The books were written or not?
Wrote.
Wrote.
Past. Okay.
No, se escribe W-R-O-T-E.
Written.
No, pero el pasado de wrote está mal escrito.
Written.
Ok, número 4.
Está mal escrito.
Ah,
Yes. Yeah, too.
ya entiendo.
W-R.
Wrote, yo pienso que sería. Es que fíjate que no es perfecto, se supone, es pasado simple. También me
Right?
suena raro que se pueda hacer the books were wrote. Yo pensaría que sería the books were written, but if it is in simple past, it would be
Escriba en el
wrote.
chat. No written. Written es right, wrote. Escriba esta.
¿Dónde está el chat?
Sí, en chat tú escribes. Carlos, wrote.
Wrote is past simple, right?
No, es perfecto. Wrote.
Written.
Wrote, yes. Susana, escribí. Sí, esta cosa es. Sí, esta cosa, wrote. Ok, ahora, Carlos.
Computer games are bought. Number two. Number two is wrong.
Voy a copy. Computer games. Computer games are
right.
Susana.
Again, I don't know what to say. I would say English is spoken, but this is simple, and English
Yes,
is speak would sound weird.
Is because it's
spoken.
simple. Is
Spoken.
No, spoken es presenta, es perfecta, para perfecto, y aquí es presente.
But think about it, it wouldn't make sense if I write English is speak.
Spoke.
It isn't past, so it also will sound weird. I think it should be English is spoken, but we'll see when we check the answer.
Sí, spoken. Presente, sí, verdad, es correcto. Spoken, written. Correcto.
And that
songs were sung.
Correcto, wrote, not wrote, written.
Written.
Its songs were, yes.
The songs were.
Well, what? Sung.
The songs were sung. Were, no, song is correct. That, no, is
No, that was
word.
right.
It's
not are, it's were.
Simple past, sí, correcto. Yo pienso por...
No, the song was.
Songs in plural.
Dos correcto.
No, songs.
Songs in plural.
Songs is in plural.
There. Yeah. Yo pienso para pasado. Y por cómo hacer esta. Pero por escribir.
Stories are told.
Stories, let's write myself.
Stories are told.
Oh, 3 minutos tienen por terminar. Puedan entrar de nuevo.
Okay.
Stories
Okay.
are told.
Are is in the present.
Stories are
Told.
told. Entra de nuevo. Okay, let's continue. Maybe Susanna will join us later. And here is an active sentence. Passive sentence. And you have to make active out of that.
Children played football.
Okay.
The children played football.
Children played football. And okay. Now the other one.
And his mother packed the bag.
His mother packed
B.
His mother packed I went to write bag but wrote pack. Bagged the pack. Bag. Pack the pack. The bag. Okay. Next one.
A car hit the child.
Car. Would you hit the child?
The child.
Yeah, because exactly this child hit you, correct.
Rona Beji found it at the club.
Okay. Okay, Susanna, do the next one. Then, okay. Carla, say it, but I will type after you.
Ron and Peggy founded a club.
I better copy and paste it. Ron and Peggy
Founded the club.
No.
No.
Passive voice. It's active voice.
You need to make active.
Yes.
Here is passive to make active.
Yes, but the active would be Ron and Peggy founded the club.
Founded the club.
No, I don't think it would be were founded, or we have to make perfect.
Correct the word were.
Go, was is go.
Yes,
Es
but
pasado tiempo. Es correcto
yes.
porque es pasado tiempo. Go found it.
In the next line, you have to erase it. You don't need it.
Okay, Carlos, correcto.
Active
Okay.
voice.
Okay, the next one do. No, Susanna, do it because you have done a lot before Susanna.
Mary sold the coffee.
Mary. Jokes that will be next. Carlos, Susanna. Mary. Mary is sold.
Wait.
Coffee.
I think it would be Mary sold the coffee without the is.
No, it is passive voice. It should be is. The boy is dressed by his mother. The boy was dressed by his mother. Структура de pasiva.
Yes, but the
is past perfect es pasado tiempo.
You're right, Ellen. Ellen, you have to write it in active voice because it's written in passive voice.
Sí, estructura, sí, yo sé, pasado. Mary sold coffee.
Yes, you need to. Yes, you need to write it in active voice because it's already written
There,
in
yeah.
passive voice.
Correcto. Okay, make a passive voice here. Susanna, is for you the other sentence.
Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone.
Alexander Graham Bell. Okay, much better. And the next one is involved the telephone. Involved. Okay. With active voice here, the next will be passive, I think. Involved the telephone. Okay. Telephone. Okay, the next one, Carlos, you can start. Review the sentence in passive voice as well.
The window is closed by the teacher.
The teacher closed the window.
The window is closed.
The window was or were closed by the teacher. Okay, Susanna.
A new car was bought by my friend.
Okay, the car was bought by my friend. Okay, Carlos.
The fire alarm is tested by the electricians.
The fire alarm is alarm clock, alarm, was tested electricities by electricities.
Electricians.
Espera. Por supuesto es aquí, pero cuando yo quiero hacer copy, yo no puedo tomar todas las letras y voy a escribir otras letras. Ok, otra. Susana.
The bathroom was cleaned by John. The bathroom.
Yes, I will write myself. The bathroom
Was cleaned by John.
was cleaned.
Was or is?
Cleaned en pasada. Cleaned by John. Okay, Carlos.
The cats.
The cat.
The cat didn't. No, wait. Wasn't bitten by a dog.
The cat
Was
not
bitten
yes,
by our dog.
by our dog. And Susanna will be the last one.
Cars are repaired by the mechanic.
Cars. Just cars.
Are
Were
repaired. No, it is present.
Cars are then plural. Repairs.
Repaired.
Repaired. Repaired es pasada simple. Repaired by
the mechanic.
By the mechanic. I will continue. Okay, the mechanic. Okay, here is the easy one for individual practice. Just find out, is it active or passive?
Passive.
Okay, read and say.
Lots of houses were destroyed. Passive voice.
Okay, Carlos.
The bus driver was hurt. Passive.
Susana.
Bingo is played in Britain. Passive.
These cars are produced in Italy.
What?
Passive.
Susana.
A letter was written. Passive.
Here is spoken in Niger. Passive.
Okay, let's look at it and see if we have done everywhere correctly. The third form, the third column of the, if it's the verb is irregular. In irregular verb, you sound the trasetta. Go and gone. This was seen, as seen, not so. Was seen. Okay, look. Everywhere correct. What do you think? Ana,
What?
¿escuchas? Todo es correcto. ¿Qué tú piensas?
Yes, I think so.
Para mí es difícil escribir y explicar materiales en un tiempo, por supuesto. No siempre escribo, más hablo, explica. Ok, voy a testar. Ok. Song, correct, song, your, extraño, pero correcto, B. Film for, extraño, pero correcto. Porque ellos muestran si incorrecto. Sistema es no muy buena. Okay, now I want to do some individual practice. Let's do 5 more minutes, I think. Give me your own example of some sentences in active and in the passive voice. The same part should be, but the different voice. For instance, I give you example. Mother dressed his son. The son was dressed by his mother, for instance. And you do your own example, Carlos. 3 examples, everyone, one by one. Your first example, Carlos.
Los disaster was destroyed. That is examples.
Yes, just examples. I will move away that from screen. You share. I will show my slides for you instead, because you shouldn't look. Okay, give me your example of the passive voice.
Okay, do you want me to make it up? Make them
Yes,
up?
make it up, yes. Active and passive voice. I made up 2 sentences by this, using the son's example, but you use some of your own. Make it up.
Okay. The car was stolen by the robber.
Okay. Active, passive. This make it passive.
Do you want me to write it?
No, just say it. It's speaking practice.
Another example?
Yes. No, the same. The cat was stolen by the robber, and say it in the passive.
The car was stolen by the robber. That's a passive voice.
Yes. Susanna, okay.
I'm sorry, what I have to do?
Make up sentences. Make up your own sentence in the active and construct it to the passive voice. We were doing in the exercise, but now because it's individual practice, you need to make up your own sentence. Explica en español.
I use my notebook to speak with friends.
To communicate maybe better with friends, because speak it's like speaking like using the language, but to communicate with friends, to talk with friends. Yep. And make it
to talk. I use the notebook to talk with friends. Active and impassive would be the notebook is used by me to speak with friends, to talk with friends. I'm sorry.
Yes, but notebook es computadora portátil.
Yes.
Okay, notebook es en ruso, en español notebook es, pero notebook en inglés este es la cosa donde escribas sus notas.
I know I had the same doubt, but I asked about this with the friends from UK or USA, and they said me that they also use the word notebook to talk about a personal computer.
Laptop, but it's better laptop. I don't know.
They say me that they use the word notebook.
Okay, but notebook, it's also the stuff where you write your note, your...
yes, I know that.
Yeah,
But that's what they said to me.
yeah, maybe it's something new for me, yeah, but for sure I will take up the dictionary. Okay, Carlos, the other example, the second example, give me, make it out.
The cat was bitten by the dog last week.
The cat was bitten by the dog. Okay, but passive, active, make an active then out of it. The cat was bitten by the dog, yes.
Do you active voice? Do you want it in active voice?
Active and passive,
Voice.
the same sentence I want.
In active voice.
Active and passive, yes.
Passive voice is the cat was bitten by the dog.
Yes, make active out of it.
Active voice is the dog bit the cat last week.
The cat by the dog last week. Okay, Susana.
Another example?
Yes, as example. Free examples. Everyone should do free examples.
Okay. ¿Cómo diría? Guarda, I use my bag to carry my books.
I use my bag to carry my books, yes.
My bag is used to carry my books. Or my bag is used by me to carry my books.
Yeah, both variants are kind of correct. Yes. Because by me it's possible to avoid, and you can also use it. Both variants are correct. Okay, Carlos, the last example from you for today.
Okay, passive voice. The film had been watched by the audience.
Okay, and active, make active out of it.
The audience had watched the film.
Watch the film, yes. And Susanna, the last example for you for today.
I use a blue dress to go to job interviews. The blue dress is used to go to job interviews.
Okay, very good examples, very good. But I noticed the strange stuff. For usually for people, for non-native English speaker, it's easier to make active, to take active voice and make passive out of it. But for Carlos, it was easier to make active out of passive. He had passive voice example and he was making active out of it. It's very extraordinary situation, because usually active voice is more common in English. It's the reason why it's easier from active to make passive, make up passive. And you were making opposite, this stuff opposite. Every student is individual. And for me, it's very important to find individual way to teach. And it's one of the reasons why group teaching, some people doesn't like group teaching. But in the group, it's funny to watch because you can teach for one another, you can make a dialogues with each other, you can help each other. It's better in some point. But it's very individual way, I think. Okay, tomorrow I will do the other class. Please come. I will practice and improve my teaching skill, and you will practice English. Come tomorrow, please. I'll be happy to see you there.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the class. It was very good and useful because I have seen that some English tests ask this subject. So it was a good chance for us to do it and maybe be able to apply in a test.
Yeah.
So see you tomorrow.
And I also want to tell, I'm usually concentrated on explaining, on listening what you say, but I'm not concentrated on writing. When I was a child, writing was a challenge for me, and it's still, it's very hard to jump from speaking to writing. It's the reason why writing is harder it's hard for me to write during this class. I need to improve the skills, doing it together.
Yes, because you use other letters in Russian, right?
Yes, I have other letters in Russian. Yes, we use Kirillitsa in Russian, Kirillitsa. But in English and Spanish, it's Latin. Yes, it's also the reason why I can press incorrect stuffs. And yo escribo diferentes cosas en Rusia y inglés con español tienen otras cosas. Yo necesito decir para ustedes y para personas que va a ver nuestro video, porque yo tengo problemas por escribir esta cosa. Escribir es muy difícil hacer dos cosas en un tiempo. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye. Un abrazo.
Bye.
Bye.